line and red zones. They throw it back to across. But we just got to be opportunistic defense. We had sacks by guys who don't usually get sacks. We got interceptions by guys who usually don't get interceptions. But we're a defense that, we let our play do the talking. We don't care how it gets done.
Let's go to Jerry Dulac. Jerry, go ahead.
Hey, Cam, how significant was your interception? Because they had been on a 19-play drive, and it looked like maybe you guys were getting tired or certainly off balance.
Yeah, you look at that drive. I thought we had some good pressure, but we didn't finish plays. I think they had a screen early on to get them going, and then they just kept pacing us to get us out of the rhythm. But we got to learn from that, and I think the thing we can take from that is we don't bend, we bend, we don't break. And we got to make sure that when the ball gets in our hands, we got to make sure we get the picks.
Let's go to Mark Caboli. Mark, go ahead.
Hey, Cam, you were hell-bent on stopping Barkley running the ball, and you probably knew it was going to expose some of your secondary. Is that just how it has to be sometimes to be able to stop good players?
I think for the most part, our DBs did a great job. He really thrives in getting those one-on-ones with DBs. I thought there were things we can improve on. It's week one. We know it's a long season, and there's things we can correct. But I thought our DBs did a great job in crack plays and making sure we didn't put them on islands. And then we ran to the ball. We know Saquon's a heck of a back. And he's got young legs, so you got to have 11 guys to the ball. We always say he can't dodge 11 bullets. So, we make sure that we all come to the party and tackle him.
All right, let's go to Brooke Pryor. Brooke, go ahead.
And Mike Tomlin said that he didn't stop feeling jitters until the end of the game. But was there a point at which you felt like you kind of settled into the rhythm and the defense as a whole kind of settled into the flow of the game?
Man, I don't even know if I settled in yet. This is pretty different, but, usually you have that week one preseason where you can, work your way into it. But I thought we did a good job of just handling adversity. We fumbled the ball on the punt return and the stand up and only give up 3. I thought that was huge, a big momentum change. But, we kept fighting through it, made the plays when we needed to. Ben was on fire. I was happy for Ben and Tua, both coming off big injuries, and they played heck of a game. Tua got a sack, and Ben had 3 touchdowns. We needed all of them.
All right, we'll go to the last one for Cam, and we'll go to Dale Lally. Dale, go ahead.
Cam, you've now referenced both of the red zone stops that you guys had that were big ones. When you guys are getting stops like that, even though as you give up some yards or maybe something bad happens, are those the kind of things that you guys can build off of as a defense? Yeah,
I think in losses you learn lessons, but I think in wins you build on them. And that's not to say we played perfect. There's a lot of ugly plays we can improve on. But we had the mentality. They're going to get some yards. It's the first game, and we just got to make the plays. In the red zone, I got to be Revis and make those cornerback stops. But I'm not banking on that. We got a lot of guys who can make plays, and we got to do it from here on out.
All right, thanks, guys. We'll have Benny Snell here momentarily. All right, everybody, we have Benny Snell here. Just a reminder, use the raise a hand function, and we'll call on you. Let's start with Mike Prizzuta. Mike, go ahead.
Benny, what do you appreciate the most about your game tonight, the rushing yards or the blitz pickup on the touchdown pass?
I appreciate my old linemen making the holes and making things possible.
All right, let's go to Jenna Harner. Jenna, go ahead.
Benny, how strange was it not playing in a full stadium tonight, and how did you guys create your own energy?
It wasn't too different. The Steelers, when we're in the locker room and when we first were getting warmed up out there, we were all hyping each other up. We really don't need fans to get hype and get into the flow of things. So it was different because we're used to the fans, but we had each other's back, so we got it up.
Let's go to Chris Adamski. Chris, go ahead.
Benny, how did it come about this offseason? How were you able to work out the way you did and kind of transform your body a little bit? And was that by suggestion from the team you want to do for yourself to going into your second season?
I really couldn't hear you.
He was just talking about the work you did in the offseason to get you to this point.
I worked hard and I did what the Steelers told me to do.
All right, let's go to Aditi. Aditi, go ahead.
Hey, Benny, did you come into this game expecting that you would earn whatever carries you had? Like there was an equal opportunity to be a big part of this? Or was this a situation where James got hurt and you took advantage?
Going into the games, I really don't have a mindset of how or what type of plays that I'll get on offense. Most of my workload is on special teams, so that's where I take my pride in. And whenever my time comes on offense, it'll come. So the opportunity presented itself tonight, and I was able to get more carries than usual.
All right, last one. We'll go to Jeff Hathorn. Jeff, go ahead.
Benny, what did you think about the play of your offensive line, and what were the emotions like with the injury to Zach, knowing how hard he's worked to get to this point?
O-line is outstanding. From all across the board, those guys deserve all the credit. With Zach Banner, he's a very tough guy. Definitely going to have him in my prayers to hope that he gets better. But across the board, those O-line does a great job.
All right, thanks, Benny. We'll have Ben Roethlisberger up momentarily.
Okay, we'll open it up for questions right now. First one, Joe Rutter. Joe, go ahead.
Yeah, Ben, first of all, was there a little rust going on and did the nerves kick in? And late in the first half, you were off on the sideline there and Mason was warming up. Were you trying to give everybody a little scare there?
Well, first off, there obviously were a little bit of jitters. I was excited, nervous to be out there. Just wanted to not let my guys down. That was the biggest thing. And as for Mason warming up, I'm not trying to scare anybody. I didn't know that he was.
Next up, Dale Lawley. Dale, go ahead.
Ben, Mike said you seemed to get kind of loosened up when you guys went to that 2-minute drill. Did you kind of feel like that kind of got you going a little bit at the end of the first half there and kind of got you back into your rhythm?
Yeah, that was a good drive for us. The guys were protecting up front, and my job is just to get the ball out of my hand as fast as I can and get it to the playmakers, and that's what we did. Got the ball in the hands of guys that made plays for us, and we took it down the field and we put the points on the board at the end of the half like we always want to do. Just disappointed we didn't do it at the beginning of the second half.
Jeff Hathorn. Jeff, go ahead.
Ben, the play of the defense, especially in that long drive for Heyward to get the interception, could you speak to the way they played tonight?
They're unbelievable. Unfortunately, I have to face them every day in practice. They're one of the best defenses I've played with, and I've played with some really good ones. And so I'm excited to be on the football field with them. And what they do is they allow, as a quarterback, they allow you to play more free because if you do make a mistake, you can count on them to bail you out of it. And they did it tonight numerous times, creating turnovers, big stops. I just can't say enough about the way they play.
Jerry Dulac. Jerry, go ahead.
Ben, after everything you've been through and the long road back, you come out, you throw 3 touchdowns, no picks, you lead the drive at the end of the first half. I know it's only one game, but how satisfying or relieved are you after the performance?
I'm excited we won the game, Jerry. I'll tell you that. I told the guys before the game, it's not about me and individually. The reason I came back is for these guys, for this team. It's a special group of football players and men. And so I'm just thankful to be a part of it.
Mike Pursuta, go ahead.
And you had some shifting in the line going into the game, and you had some more by the end of the game. Any idea what you're going to have in front of you for Denver? I don't, to answer your question, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm just really, first and foremost, I guess my thoughts and prayers are going to the guys that are injured. And I'm not sure to the severity of the injury, but guys stepped up and kind of filled the gap and did some great things. Now, it's one thing to come in for a series or two or things like that, and it's another one to prepare to face another defense next week. But I'm sure the guys, whoever it may be, will be ready to go.
Mark Boley, go ahead.
Hey, Ben, 9 different receivers you targeted, 100-yard rusher, no picks. Defense playing like this, is it the blueprint that this team can win by, or is that just the blueprint today? And you're versatile enough to do what you guys need to do?
Our defense is always going to create plays for us. And if there happens to be a game when they're off, then we need to step up offensively. But, we said afterwards it wasn't perfect. It wasn't even really good all the time offensively. But we found a way to win a football game. And at the end of the day, that's all that really matters is that we win a football game. A lot of guys contributed, and that's what makes me happy is that everyone gets involved at all points in the game.
Dejan, go ahead.
Ben, when you've been at your best, you've trusted your receivers to make plays. You've thrown balls there, presuming that they're going to make plays. I have to ask you about the pass to Chase Claypool. It looks from a distance like it's a low percentage play, but it looks like also you trusted the young man.
Yeah, he's shown a lot in camp so far that he can be trusted. He gets to the place he's supposed to be and he makes plays. Kind of threw it up for him knowing that, it's kind of one-on-one ball, and he went up and made an unbelievable catch. I haven't got to see it yet because it was on the sideline and you don't get to see the play up close. But the fact that he went up on a defender, kept 2 feet in bounds is a big play for us.
Ron Cook, go ahead. All right, moving on. Aditi, go ahead.
Ben, on that 11-yard first down run, which incidentally came right after ESPN showed how much older you are than the other AFC North quarterbacks.
No.
On that first down run, it seemed that you clutched your knee a little bit. Is everything okay with your knee, and how is your elbow after that game?
Yeah, I probably just grabbed my knee because I was moving so fast. But no, I feel great right now. Obviously, adrenaline is still probably pumping, and we won the game. I'm going to be sore tomorrow. There's no doubt. I got some bumps and bruises, but in terms of elbow and everything else, I feel really good right now.
Brooke Pryor, go ahead.
And it looked like you had a jacket or something wrapped around your elbow when you were on the sideline. Was that the plan ahead of time to keep your elbow warm, or was that something that you figured out throughout the course of the night as it got a little bit chillier down there on the field?
No, that's a sleeve from a heavy jacket that the equipment guys made for me. Rather than put the whole jacket on when it's warm out, we just have that on the side to keep the elbow warm, kind of like a pitcher, if you will. And, it got a little cool down there at times with the breeze. So I just
just doing what the doctor ordered and keeping my elbow warm.
Time for one more. Ron, are you there now? Ron Cook? All right, final one. Jerry Dulac with the follow-up. Jerry, go ahead.
All right, Ben, I know you threw a lot of passes in camp, tested your elbow, everything felt good. Was there a pass tonight early on where you go, okay, everything feels pretty good, let's go?
I don't know if there was one specific one. There were a couple of times it was coming out, felt like it was coming out pretty fast in terms of velocity. But, sometimes you just take that shot. Maybe that one chase down the side because you kind of throw it down the field pretty far. But I don't know if there was one. I think you just kind of get out there. I think it was probably a bigger deal to get hit for the first time. I was trying to tell a couple of days ago or a week ago, I was trying to tell TJ to give me some bumps in practice, and I think maybe that got me ready.
All right, thanks, Ben. Next up is TJ Watt.
All right, everybody, let's go to Chris Adamski. Chris, go ahead.
TJ, how'd that feel from a defensive perspective? It seemed like you guys were doing a lot of what you were doing, picking up from last year. Did it feel that way after, being able to put it on a field after having such a long layoff like you had?
Yeah, I think tonight we just wanted to smash the run first and foremost, and it was almost whoever could get there first. It was, by the time you got to the ball, it seemed like there were already three guys who got there before you. So we smashed the run early. We wanted to make him one-dimensional and have to pass, and I feel like we did a good job of that, but we just got to be able to contain the quarterback a lot better than we did tonight.
All right, Jenny, are you there from Sports Illustrated? Go ahead.
Hey, TJ, just was wondering if you could take us through what you saw on that interception play. You seemed like there was pretty good awareness to kind of go up for the interception when you realized what was happening.
Yeah, it was a tight end DT look, so it was a tight end wing set, and I was flat-footed trying to play the run, and as I was transitioning to my pass rush, I saw the quarterback kind of looking my way, so I kind of dropped back instead of rushing, and the ball came my way and picked it up.
Let's go to Jerry Dulac. Jerry, go ahead.
Hey, TJ, you guys came up with a couple big defensive plays. Your pick led to a touchdown. Cam's pick led to the field goal. When you get those opportunities like that, you guys capitalized on it. How big were they, and how big was Cam's after that 19-play drive?
It was huge, man. That was a long drive. I remember we were very winded throughout that whole drive, and to be able to hold them to a turnover and not let them even get any points at all is huge, and to be able to see the offense go out there and capitalize on those turnovers is awesome, and that's all we want to do is turn the ball over for offense.
Let's go to Mark Caboli. Mark, go ahead.
Hey, TJ, I know they went quick early in the game and, pretty much the entire game. Were you guys expecting that? What challenges did that present when they did, snap it kind of early?
Yeah, we knew that a lot of teams in this environment were going to be able to use the hurry up, and we knew it was going to be a strong possibility. I think more than anything, just conditioning, especially this early in the season, trying to figure out how many plays you can go in a row. I know towards the end there, like you mentioned, that 19-play drive was really long, and then that last 2-minute drive was super long. And just trying to be as smart as possible to get quality reps and not take all of them and use our backups.
All right, thanks, guys. We'll get JuJu here right away, and so we can catch the bus. All righty, let's go to Didi. Go ahead, Didi.
All right, JuJu, you told us that last year wasn't fun. Are you having fun now?
Oh, man, having a lot of fun. Obviously, having Ben back is huge for our offense. We can do a lot more things. But at the same time, I think our defense stepped up huge tonight. being able to make those big plays, stopping them in the red zone, and us having to get the ball and put points on the board.
Let's go to Brooke Pryor. Brooke, go ahead.
JuJu, was there a point when you noticed that Ben was looking like his old self again? Was there a play or maybe that 2-minute drive there at the end where it seemed like he was really settled in and into a rhythm with you guys?
Yeah. I mean, it brought back memories. Like I was telling Deontay, like from the guys, I was like, man, it feels so much different. You do 2 minutes in practice. It's like you're not as winded because, it's the competition level. I mean, it's there, but it's not like an actual game. And, us being out there right before half, having 2 minutes to go down, put points on the board, like we felt like, okay, that's Ben we know, being able to go down, put points on the board, drive, and that's what we do.
All right, let's go to Mike Prizzuta. Mike, go ahead.
JuJu, you told us a couple days ago you were ready to go. What's it mean to you to get off to this kind of start, not just the catches, but recovering that fumble, getting the onside kick at the end of the game? How big is this for you personally?
It means a lot, man. It means a lot to me. It's personal, for me. I had a couple of big plays here and there, but it's more so about the whole team. And like I said, that wouldn't be possible without the defense. And also, like, at the end of the game, the special team, it takes all of us, Ben told us that, we can be great individuals, but if we work all together and we're good, we can be great as a team. And that's something that we showcase tonight.
Let's go to Jerry Dulac. Jerry, go ahead.
Did you get any sense maybe at the beginning that Ben was a little tentative, but more importantly, did you see a point where he was comfortable and obviously looked like his old self again?
Yeah, I mean, for me, I never had an issue. I never saw a part, of Ben, being timid. I think that, him being out of it for one whole year and coming back, we kind of start off slow on our offensive side. But, once we picked it up and once Ben figured out, what he liked, we executed the plays, basic, simple plays, went out there and dominate. And like I said, Ben's always been Ben. And as you can see, he did today.
All right, let's go to the last one. Dejan, go ahead.
JuJu, if you could take us to the bottom of that pile. It looked like it was you and half of the New York franchise going for that ball. What happened to you down there and how did you hang on to it?
Oh, man, literally, in that pile, I hear my teammates say, watch the ball. And I was the first one there, and I was like, everyone is on me. And all I could feel is, people just punching. Like my left knee was about to bend and my finger was just like twisting the opposite way. But I had the ball on my right rib, and all I could do was apply pressure on it to keep it there. I kept it in long enough to where, the ref saw that I had the ball. And then eventually, like towards the end, like obviously the Giants were like punching and kicking. They finally get the ball out, but he clearly saw that I had the ball, and that's huge for us.
All right, thank you everybody, and we'll see you in Pittsburgh.